Welcome to class. My name's Jess and I'm going to be guiding you through this practice today. This practice is linked in with my series, The 5 Elements, and this week we are working with Earth. Earth is the most grounding element, so prepare yourself to root down and rise tall. I'll meet you lying down on our back when you're ready. I'll see you there. Okay, settling down into your space. Bring your palms of hands just to face up somewhere alongside the body and let the eyes softly close. We'll begin just with a clearing breath in, so a nice long inhale. And then through the mouth, exhale, release that breath. Let the lips softly seal. Continue breathing in and out through the nose. Every time you exhale, really focus on grounding down, on letting go, surrendering, becoming heavy. Every inhale is a soft encouragement to create space within the body. Through our life and in our yoga practice, we need to find balance. Balance in every aspect. So in this class, we'll be finding that balance between rooting and rising as we focus on this deeply grounding practice. So as you're here, fully present in this moment, really imagine your body just sinking an inch or two into the earth. Becoming heavy. As you relax the muscles, feel the skin around them expand. Observe the cool air drawing in through your nostrils on your inhale. The warm air drawing out through the nostrils on your exhale. We're breathing in and breathing out. Taking 3 more rounds of breath here. Really expanding and lengthening the breath. Connecting to your Ujjayi pranayama, that nice oceanic breath. Allowing the sound of your breath just to guide you not only through the present moment, but through your entire practice. Bring your left hand onto your heart and rest the right just on top of that. Taking a moment to set your intention for this practice. And seeing if there is a way that you can incorporate a little more grounding into your everyday life. Some downtime, some me time. Maybe that's getting out into nature, taking off your shoes, walking barefoot. Take a nice long breath into your intention. And then breathing out, let it go. Lovely. Bring a little bit of movement to your fingers and toes. Awaken the body. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Interlock your fingers around your shin. And pull the knee in nice and close into our wind relieving pose. Well, let's take a breath or two here, really grounding through our lower back, through the tailbone, lengthening through the crown of head. Take another breath in. And then breathing out. Again, breathing in. Breathing out. Release the clasp of your hands. Hug the left knee in and see if you can bring your forehead to meet your knees. It doesn't matter if it touches or not. And then flatten your back down. Keep holding your left knee, extend the right leg out long, interlock those fingers around the left shin, draw the left knee in nice and close while flexing the right foot and driving it away from you. Shoulders are relaxing down, lower back is grounding, spine is lengthening. Take another breath in, breathing out, breathing in, and exhaling. Both knees are going to hug in towards the chest. One more little touch of forehead to knees, or as close as you can. And then lowering back down. Hold behind your thighs. Begin to rock forward and back. Massaging along the spine and the muscles that support it, the erector spinae. And then once you've built a bit of momentum, cross your legs over, plant your hands down, take a big step back into your high plank pose. We'll bring the shoulders just past the wrists, pressing our heels towards the back of the room with the heels stacking above the toe crease. Engage your core, lift your hips so we're in one strong diagonal line from shoulders to heels. Take one more breath in as you firmly press into the earth with your palms. And then gently lower your knees down, nice and wide. Big toes touching, sink your hips to your heels. Walking the hands forward into child's pose. Nestle yourself down, coming into comfort. This is probably the most grounding pose we can come into. And as you're here, fully aware of your breath, allow the sound to resonate as the head rests between the arms. Follow the sound of your breath just for 2 more rounds. Perfect. From there, rolling up through the spine, coming into a kneeling position. Bring your knees together, the hands just down by your side. I'm going to face you just for a moment. Fingertips are resting, so just the middle fingers on the ground. Lift up tall. Rest your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then pick up the right hand, just rest it gently on the left side of your head. Feeling that nice deep nerve ending stretch from the neck down towards the shoulder. And then lifting the left hand, we're going to take a little twist of the palm so it faces the sky real slowly. And then we want to face the palm to the sky again, but in a full rotation. So thumb comes down towards the floor and then towards the back. Breathing in. Breathing out, gently release, lower the hand down, release the right hand from the head, lower it to the ground. Inhale to lengthen up tall, and then switch it over, left ear, left shoulder. Left hand lifts, rest it just on the side of the head, over at the right side. Pausing for an inhale. Really becoming in tune with all of those fine sensations. Lifting the right hand and starting to rotate the palm to face the sky. And then gently pivot the palm all the way around to face the other side, up to the sky. Nice. Gently release the hand, release the left hand. Inhale, lift up tall. Clasp both hands behind the head. Draw your chin towards your chest. Elbows hug in. Curve the navel in towards the spine. Begin to lift through your Mula Bandhas. This is our energy lock at the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra. So basically a soft engagement of the anal sphincter muscles, this lifting of the pelvic floor. So lifting up, holding your Mula Bandha. And then letting it go, releasing your hands. Clasp the hands together. And from here, just bring your clasped hands under the chin. Pull your elbows together. And then lift the chin up high. Breathing in. And breathing out. Really feeling that grounding sensation through your seat. Gently release your arms. Give your neck a little roll out. We're going to begin with rabbit pose. So if you have any neck injuries, just being really careful here. So tucking the toes behind you, bring your hands to your heels. From there, we're going to come forward, resting the hairline to the floor. And then from there, pushing your hands into the feet into the hands, lift your hips up. And we begin to roll onto the flat part of the head. If we're not quite there, you can always tuck it in towards your chest a tiny bit more. And we should get this nice pull through the upper arms as the shoulder blades part. This is our rabbit pose, variation A. We're going to pause for one more breath in, really send it up towards that shoulder girdle. And then gently rolling, keeping the weight in the knees onto the forehead and lifting back up to kneeling. Okay, so that was A. Not too crazy. If that was enough for you, stick with that one again. If you'd like a little bit more, we're going to come into variation B. And again, just being careful of the neck. We need to keep it long and strong. So the hands are coming forward, knees are hip distance, and our hips stay above the knees. This time we're bringing our flat part of the head directly to the floor because the knees have already lifted. So we're not traveling forward. We're just lowering the head down. So bringing the flat part of your head directly to the floor. The round part is at the front and the back. If this is enough, keep your hands down for support. If you'd like a little bit more, come to your fingertips. Keep a long neck, shoulders pulling away. Clasp your hands behind your back. Rolling the shoulders up, back and away. Extend through your elbows, coming into variation B of rabbit pose. This is quite a lot of pressure for the head at any point. If you'd like to come out, you can release the clasp. Plant the hands by the head and press yourself up. If not, staying with it, one more round of breath in. And then breathing out, hands come to the lower back, release the clasp. Hands frame the head, pressing yourself up. And then just resting in kneeling, letting that energy flow back through the body. Perfect. So that is the most amount of pressure you will ever have your head in yoga. So well done. That is the most. Throughout the practice, we're going to work towards headstand later on. But again, it's a progression. We don't have to be there straight away. When you're ready, let's meet in downward facing dog. Plant your hands, tuck your toes, lift up your hips. When you arrive, add a soft pedal of your feet, melting one heel down, followed by the other. Creating space around the rib cage, around the hips, and then settling into stillness. We'll take one round of Surya Namaskar, sun salutation, coming up onto your tiptoes, a soft bend into your knees, gaze to your hands. You can either step or hop lightly to the top of your mat, landing your feet down. Breathe in for your flat back, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana. On your exhale, fold forward over your legs. Find high mountain, inhale, grounding, rooting to rise tall, breathe in. Hands draw to the heart center on your exhale. Coming into Tadasana, hands down by your side, palms facing forward. Engage your glutes, ground and send energy through your feet. Close your eyes. Imagine roots weaving and webbing their way from your point of contact to the earth, down into the ground. From those points of contact, feel the energy then rise back up through your body and out through the crown of your head. Rise your arms high, breathing in, Urdhva Hastasana, high mountain. Exhale, Uttanasana, folding forward. Lengthening your spine, breathing in for a flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank pose. You can step back, you can hop back, take a little handstand back, whatever's in your practice. And then lowering to low plank. Always option to lower the knees there. Move to upward facing dog on your next inhalation. Ground firmly through your palms and tops of feet. Exhale, chin to chest, rolling through the spine for downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And breathing out. Rising your right leg to the sky. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Step the right foot lightly between your hands at the top of your mat. Lovely. We're going to take a little step in with the left foot, just a short step. Land your left heel in line with your right heel. Left foot's at a 45-degree angle. We're rising up to warrior one. Engage your left glute to drive the left hip forward. You may notice that this pose is really challenging to bring both hips in one line. If that's the case, step your left foot over slightly so the heels are hip distance and then guide that left hip forward. Nice. Clasp your hands behind your back, rolling your shoulders up, back and away. Extend through your elbows, puff the chest, breathe in. On your exhale, humble warrior, bring your right shoulder to the inside edge of your right knee and fold. Pausing, grounding through both feet, finding stability, finding confidence in this pose, finding strength. Take another inhale. And then breathing out. Release your hands, rise them up into warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Amazing. Looking forward, push through the right foot, hug that left knee up towards your chest. Single leg Tadasana. And again, we're grounding and rooting through that right foot. Track your left knee over to the side, landing the heel either at your thigh, at your shin, or landing the ball of foot to the floor with the heel framing your ankle. Try not to place your foot on your knee. Your knees are very delicate. So coming into your tree pose, Vrikshasana. Bring your hands to your heart center. Finding that grounding sensation, engaging your glutes and lengthening through your body. That beautiful fine balance of rooting and rising. Breathing in for single leg Tadasana, left knee to chest, the arms lift. On your exhale, take a big, very slow step back into high lunge pose. The arms are rising, breathing in. Exhale, landing your hands down, framing your foot. Protract your shoulders, lift your front toes and heels silently. 3-leg dog, the right leg rises to the sky. On your exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Lower down your left knee, untuck your toes, rise your arms up. Breathing in for Anjaneyasana, again, left hips pulling forward. And then we're going to bring our hands into a little clasp. Bend the elbows so that the clasped hands are in line with your elbows. Nice. Breathing in to lift your heart out of your hips. Staying for your exhale. Again, breathing in. Breathing out, release your clasp. Land the hands down. Take a big step back this time into high plank pose. Inhale. Grounding firmly through your palms. Exhale, chaturanga. Finding upward facing dog. Breathing in. And exhaling, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Drawing yourself all the way back. Left leg is rising, 3-leg dog, inhale. Coming to your right tiptoes, stepping that left foot between your hands. Try and keep the palms grounded. Rising up into your warrior one, so a soft step with the right foot in. Rising up. It's a slightly shorter stance than our downward facing dog. Either heels in line or feet hip distance. Engage the right glute, pull it forward. Keep your left knee on top of the left ankle. Clasp your hands, Roll the shoulders up, back and away. Extend through elbows. Puff the chest. Breathing in. Feel the light shining at your heart, the heart shining back. And then moving into our humble warrior. So bowing down to yourself, to the divine. Your left shoulder is in line with your left knee. Inhaling fully. And exhaling. Again, breathing in this deep grounding pose. Connecting to earth. Release the clasp of your hands. Inhale, single leg Tadasana. The right knee scoops up towards the chest. Moving into tree pose, Vrikshasana, sole of foot to thigh or to the calf. Maybe even just framing the foot. Hands come to the heart center. Finding your balance here, gazing forward and not moving your drishti. Your drishti is your focus point. Take another breath in, grounding, rising. Engaging glutes, tracking right knee open. Inhale, single leg Tadasana, rise your arms. Draw the right knee to center. Exhale, big slow step back into high lunge pose. Breathing in fully. Exhaling to land the hands down, framing your foot. Three-leg dog, breathe in, lift the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the foot between your hands, lower your right knee, untuck your toes. Rising your arms into Anjaneyasana, low crescent moon lunge, hands come into a clasp, elbows bend in line with our hands. Breathing in to lift tall, breathing out. Again, breathing in. Breathing out, release the clasp, hands are grounding, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, protract your shoulders, high plank pose, inhale, feeling strong, stable and grounded, find low plank pose, exhale. Untuck your toes, moving to upward facing dog, breathe in. Exhaling, downward facing dog, breathing out. Perfect. Take one long inhale. And exhaling to lower the knees. Child's pose, untuck your toes, walk the hands forward, relax. This practice is nice and slow. Calming, grounding. We don't need anything else right now. Just coming back to your intention. Perfect. Rolling up through the spine, coming into kneeling, bring those knees together. Okay, so now we're going to bring our hands into a clasp and tuck our bottom pinky in. From there, we are creating this base of support with our hands. So this flat part is going to be at the back of our head, so that if I lean forward, you can just see I have a flat part of my head and then the round part. And to protect this round part, I'm going to add in a new flat part. Okay, so it's just an extension, like a conservatory. We're just adding on, right? So, hands are coming down. Elbows are staying in line with the shoulders, so no wider, just in line. We're going to walk our knees back so that our hips are in line with our knees. From there, we're bringing the forehead towards the floor, just about the hairline, no further up. So bringing that hairline down, it's quite a weird position to get into, but we won't be there for long. Tuck the toes behind you, and then begin to lift up your hips. And as you lift the hips, you'll notice you naturally travel forward because we're bringing height into the pose. Your elbows are wanting to flare out, but instead we're actively pulling them into that center line, and we'll start to walk the toes forward. Nice. Lengthening through your neck, wrapping those shoulders around so that they are facing the inside line of the body. Take one more breath in. And then gently lower your knees, untuck your toes, come back into kneeling. Let your palms rest, close down your eyes. Take a few rounds of breath, just centering yourself. If you feel any dizziness, keep the eyes open, keep a steady gaze. Slow the breath down. Okay, I really recommend that you have a wall if you are going any further with this. If you practice your Shavasana headstand regularly, maybe without the wall, but just be aware that this is quite a challenging posture and it is quite advanced. So just follow my lead. There's no need to go any further today if you don't want to. Hands are coming down, that pinky is tucking in, and our wrists are in a diagonal with the elbows. Elbows directly in line with shoulders, armpits wrapping to the middle line. Walk the knees back so that they are under the shoulders. No, they're not. They're underneath your hips. Bring your hairline to the floor, tuck your toes, lift up your hips, begin to walk the feet forward. Start to pull the elbows in, press through the palms so some weight is actually in the hands and in your forearms. Toes are walking in. You can either stay here or go a bit further by keeping your knee at your chest. Don't lift it up, knee to chest. Maybe playing around with lifting the other knee to the chest. So we want to make sure we have a nice solid foundation before we add height to it. So it's just like scaffolding. Once you've paused in a tuck with no wobbling for 10 whole seconds, we can then maybe extend one leg up to the sky. Again, pausing, checking if there's any wobbling, engaging your glutes, engaging your core, and really engaging that extended leg, and then maybe even joining it with our other leg. Again, legs are super engaged. When you engage your muscles, you allow them to feel lighter for your body. Coming out gently the same way you went in, knees towards the chest, feet landing, knees landing, untuck your toes and rising up. Amazing. Give yourself a little roll out of your shoulders. And we'll come back into our little neck stretches. So fingertips are down by the sides, right ear to right shoulder. Right hand rests on the left side of the head. The left hand lifts. You can give it a little rotation here. Really slowly focusing on those deep nerve ending stretches. From the fingertips through the arms, around the shoulder towards the neck. And then switch it over. Lifting tall. Left ear, left shoulder, left hand to the right side of the head. Staying or lifting the right hand and starting to rotate the palm. Amazing. Lower it down. Clasp the hands behind your head. Bring them in, elbows in, chin towards the chest. We're engaging Mula Bandha here, so just lifting up through the Mula Bandha. Pelvic floor lifting. Breathing in to let it go. Exhaling to engage it, lift it up. Breathing in, let it go. Exhaling, engage it, lift Mula Bandha. Gently release out. Clasp the hands together in front of you. Bring them under your chin. Pull the elbows together, lift your chin high. Again, 2 rounds of breath. Just balancing out the Vishuddha chakra here as well. And then gently releasing the hands. Give your neck a little roll out. You'll notice there's loads of space around the neck now. There's some really simple movements you can take before starting your day or at the end just to ease off the shoulders and neck. Amazing. Come down onto your seat, swing the legs around, come onto your back, nice and gently, maybe using the core or hands behind thighs for support. When you arrive down on your back, bring your knees towards the chest, pull them out into happy baby pose. So holding the pinky side edges of feet, stacking the heels above the knees, flexing those toes to the sky, grounding through your lower back, elongating the lumbar spine, lengthening through the back of your neck, through the crown of head. Staying in stillness or adding a gentle rock here, side to side. Feel free to take any final movements your body may need. And we're going to meet in Shavasana, extending your legs out long. Bringing the palms of hands just to face up, somewhere alongside the body. Give your shoulders and hips a little shimmy so you can soften down here. Closing the eyes and coming back to that deep grounding sensation as you fully let go of any worries, any stresses from the mind. Let go of reoccurring thoughts. Let go of tension in the body. And as you unpack, as you release, as you let go, feel yourself just softly sinking into the earth. Soften the eyebrows, soften around the jaw. Visualize those roots beginning to grow from the points of contact your body has to the earth. And visualize them growing, weaving, webbing their way underneath you, making you feel connected, relaxed, safe, comfortable. And rooted down to who you really are. Begin to awaken your body with some soft movements in the fingers and toes. Maybe deepening those stretches, reaching the arms overhead, curling the knees to the chest, whatever you'd prefer. And then we'll gradually meet in a cross-legged seat, facing forward. Bring the hands to your heart center. Finding a long spine, a proud chest, and a humble chin. Coming back to your intention of practice. Coming back to who you are and what your purpose is. And always staying connected to those roots. The light in me honors the love, light, and beauty in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining practice. I really hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions at all, just drop them in the comments box below and I'll be sure to get back to you. If you love this class, then give it a little thumbs up and subscribe. It is a small act of kindness that helps me continue sharing these classes for free on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste.